very warm welcome on the behalf of Computer Science and Engineering Department, Delhi Technological University, who has clubbed all of us for the expert talk on role of DST in innovation, incubation and entrepreneurship.
To give token of appreciation to Mr. Sujit Banerjee. Now I would like to request Mr. Nipun Bansal to give token of appreciation to Dr. Poonam Yadav. Now I would like to request Professor Rahul Kataria to give token of appreciation to Professor Vinod Kumar. Mr. Nipun Bansal to give token of appreciation to Professor Rahul Kataria. Now I would like to request Mr. Himanshu Nandalwar to give token of appreciation to Mr. Nipun Bansal.
I would like to request our organizer, who is in the breakthrough younger scientist having a genetics committee, Professor Rahul Kataria sir, to give welcome speech.
Yes, very good evening to all. First of all, I'm so sorry for a little bit delay because of some meetings. So, very good afternoon to all. Our speakers, Mr. Sujit, Dr. Poonam Yadav, our HOD, Professor Vinod, our coordinator, Nipun Bansal, faculty, my friend Professor Anil Singh Parihar, PhD students, staff members and all my colleagues. So research, why this the event is going on? Because the research nowadays is going in every way, because whatever product we are using, this is because of the research. So in today's event, two speakers are here. They are, you can say, they are handling large amount of budget in sense of research. Ma'am, Dr. Poonam Yadav is handling the nano mission, and Sudhir sir handling the various incubation centers that are in India. So how they are dealing, they will explain. I'm not take so much of time. Just I'm giving the brief introduction of Sujit Banerjee. You will be happy that he is our DC alumni, 1984 pass out. So he is handling multiple disciplinary, you can say, various areas of science and technology projects related to the business incubators, innovation and entrepreneurships, and you can say various international and national programs in DST. So he is handling various projects, directly in touch with various central universities in India as well as abroad. He is also, you can say, linked with the National Children's Science Congress and the other most popular agency, you can say, the startup fund agency. So another speaker is Dr. Poonam Yadav. She is handling various projects in the photon factory and the Petra beamline, and the Germans, and a neutron source at RL, Rutherford, Application Laboratory, UK. So you can say their list is so long, so I will not take the name of all the things. So you can see that here we will see that how to take some granted projects, how to you can say submit the projects on the time, and what are the conditions of DST, and how we'll be successful whenever we are taking these projects. So all these points will be helpful for you. So those who are sitting, that will be definitely benefited for their experience. So once again, thank you all, and I hope you will enjoy this session. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to request our head of the department, Professor Vinod Kumar sir, to share his thoughts.
Good afternoon to all of you. At the very outset, I would like to welcome to Mr. Sujit Kumar and Poonam Yadav from DST. Dear faculty member, students, ladies and gentlemen, on the behalf of Department of Computer Science and Engineering and DTU as a whole, I would like to welcome to all of you on a expert task, role of DST in innovation, incubation and entrepreneurship. As we know, we are running a lot of time, and we want to start this session very early. Again, welcome to all of you.
It's a huge honor because of two things. Delhi College of Engineering, it was in 1980 which shaped me to be what I am today. So I remember with grace and gratitude the Delhi College of Engineering faculty and the whole of the ecosystem who made Sujit Banerjee what he is today. We'll not talk about success, whether I am a successful person or whether otherwise, but I am what I am. So it gives me a huge pleasure, and it is a matter of honor to be here in front of you. And more so, this week I'll be completing my professional career. So I'm retiring, and this is my last professional engagement as a government employee. So looking back, life has been a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful journey. Some successes and some failures. But that's what the life is all about. So when I joined, after my graduation, I joined private sector. And in private sector, it is a cutthroat competition. You have to survive the day. How do you survive? I am green behind my ears, no experience. Just having a degree from Delhi University, Delhi College of Engineering doesn't mean that, I am something. The experts in industry, they needed an output. Someone who has invested 1 rupee wants an output of 10,000, maybe 1 lakh or more. So how do I survive? How does anyone survive? You have to sell what you know. Convert your Saraswati to Lakshmi. How do you do that? Everyone does it. So what makes you standing out? What makes you noticeable? So then you have to do what? You have to be different. And what is that being different called? That being different is innovative. How many of you have iPhones? Please raise your hands. Okay, very few. How many of you would like to have an iPhone? Please raise your hands. Many more. Maybe, few of you who have not raised your hands, वो सोच रहे हैं कि यार रेज करना चाहिए था पर किया नहीं, चलो ठीक है, सर को बोलने दो, ठीक है। वो 1 लाख प्लस आईफोन आप क्यों खरीदोगे? What do you think that iPhone has for which you have to shell out 1 lakh plus? Even of course, आजकल Samsung and many other phones also cost around near about 1 lakh. वो क्या है? What makes it stand out? The iPhone. That's because it's a beautiful product. It's a product full of values. गाना तो हर कोई सुन सकता है अपने फ़ोन में, पर कभी आईफोन में सुन के देखो साउंड का क्वालिटी. कैमरा से तो हर कोई फोटोग्राफ ले सकता है. सी आई एम नॉट द ब्रांड एम्बेसडर ऑफ एप्पल, लेट मी एडमिट वेरी फ्रैंकली. जब जेब से लाख रुपए जाता है ना, कोफ्त होती है दोस्त. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं आईफोन को प्रमोट कर रहा हूँ, मार्केटिंग कर रहा हूँ कि टिम कुक आके मेरे को पीछे थपथपी दे गया, बेटा मेरा वो कर. ऐसा नहीं है. बट द वैल्यू दैट योर प्रोडक्ट और योर सर्विस delivers gives you the money. I mean, gets you your the value of your product or your own service. So that is, if we use one term to describe this, that is called being innovative or an innovative product or innovation. So the innovation brings in a value that you deliver to the society. And it need not be hugely technology centric. You are all a part of a technological university, a technologist, technocrat, highly elite group of people. But don't think that technology is the only thing. In life, technology plays a very significant small part. अब आप घर में जाएंगे और फैमिली के साथ इंटरैक्ट करेंगे, माँ को आप व्हाट्सएप करेंगे रोटी चाहिए, उस दिन रोटी तो मिलेगी, माँ नहीं रोटी रिफ्यूज़ करेगी, पर रोटी खा के आपको मज़ा नहीं आएगा. लाड प्यार से रोटी मांगेंगे ना, माँ भूख लगी है रोटी दीजिए, भूख लगी है कब खाना रेडी आएगा. माँ कहा बेटा बैठ 2 रोटी और खा, भूख लगी थी ना 2 रोटी और खा. सो इन लाइफ टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेज अ वेरी स्मॉल रोल. The point that I am trying to emphasize here is the innovation, the technology, they create a very enjoyable, a very kind of social environment in the family and beyond the family in the society. So we will have to use this technology that you are now learning, science and technology that you are learning in this premier institute, to deliver the product or the services to create a better society for our fellow citizens, for our own selves, for family to live in. And the DST, the Department of Science and Technology, is with you. The Government of India, Department of Science and Technology, is creating an enabling environment to support youngsters like you who are at the a threshold of joining this bandwagon. When I passed out in 1984, 30th June 1984 was the last exam and it was a viva of practical. 1st July 1984, look up in your diaries, calendar, was a Sunday and I joined my service. एक दिन भी छुट्टी नहीं मिली, संडे को सर्विस ज्वाइन कर लिया. उस समय ये कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इनोवेशन, ये कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ स्टार्टअप, ये कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ बीइंग अ यूनिक फिगर एज सुजीत बैनर्जी वाज नॉट देयर. सुजीत बैनर्जी जॉइंड ईटन कॉर्पोरेशन, कटलर हैमर, and became one of the many. Things have changed. Sujit Banerjee can now dream to become Sujit Banerjee and crave and strive to become Tim Cook, if not Steve Jobs. And in Department of Science and Technology, precisely this is what we are creating, an enabling environment for you to do that. How do we do that? We have various programs. Unfortunately, the time is short. I will not go into deep details of it. I will leave behind my coordinates with Professor Rahul Kataria. So, anytime you wish to engage in any conversation deeper, please contact me. So, what do? We create, first of all, we create an awareness amongst the population, and awareness amongst our stakeholder about the entrepreneurship, about what a startup is. You might be thinking, अरे यार ये क्या silly question है, who does not know what a startup is? But आप तो elite institution में हैं, आप 1% ऑफ द दोज कैटेगरी में हैं जो कि you are endowed with so much of knowledge and environment around you, but आपके जैसे सारे लकी नहीं हैं, तो वो अनलकी अंडरसर्व्ड सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी को हम जाके बताते हैं कि दिस इज व्हाट इज बीइंग एन स्टार्टअप और एन एंटरप्रेन्योर और अ सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड पर्सन. After creating that enabling environment or the awareness towards that environment, what do? We also create the infrastructure where the dynamic youngsters like you can come and give a shape to your dream. Kaise? So we create a technology business incubator. I think DTU has one. Yes. So DTU has one. So this was joint of DST and DTU. So when you have got the technology business incubator, go and try out the business idea or the nagging idea, which is like every day you get that feeling, yaar kuch kar sakta hu, let me give it a try, and give it a try. One day you give it a try. How do you give it a try? You go there, discuss with the people, they will suggest what you should do. Now, what it takes to convert an idea into a business. This is precisely what the technology business incubator will help you to do. So can someone tell me from the back, because backbenchers are very creative. Let me ask the students at the back. How do you convert the idea into business? What it takes? Supposing आपके पास एक bright idea है, उसको अपने business में convert करना है, सक्सेसफुल एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है, यूनिकॉर्न बनना है, यूनिकॉर्न with a valuation of $1 billion plus करना है within let's say 2-3 years time. How do you do that? What are the key ingredients? At random bolo, I'll not laugh at you. Forget that I'll say you are right or wrong. बताओ. Focus on the business aspect, what you want to do. Absolutely right. See, bullseye. He says he must know what his customers want. Then viable product. So he is now addressing the pain point and talking about a product which will deliver that. Then someone else. Stubbornness. Okay. So she is addressing the quality of an entrepreneur, a startup. Perseverance, stubbornness, never give up attitude, not afraid of failure. Is that what you meant? Yes. Someone else? I am very happy and also little concerned. No one has talked about technology. No one has talked about the teamwork. No one has talked about finance. So these three are also key ingredients. माँ जब खाना बनाती है ना, तो थोड़ा गरम मसाला, थोड़ा नमक, थोड़ा कुछ डालती हैं. तो these are those key ingredients to spice up your startup. So the technology business incubator precisely does that and helps you to cook up a wonderful dish called startup. Not only does that, it also gives you a seed capital. अब ये seed capital क्या हुआ? पापा से कभी पैसे मांगे हैं अपने स्टार्टअप के लिए? नहीं मांगना भी नहीं, गालियां पड़ेंगी. खैर ठीक है, इधर तो अब I don't know what is the fee structure in DTU, but in private colleges parents pay 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs or maybe more as a tuition fee. They will say, "Arey beta, spent my lifelong saving. Why don't you go and do the job and earn your money and then think of startup?" So अगर आपने स्टार्टअप अपना लॉन्च करना है, where will you get the money? Tell me. Angels. Okay. Why should angel fund you? मैं भी एंजल इन्वेस्टर हूँ. मैंने 2 स्टार्टअप में 5-5 लाख रुपए लगाए हैं, इन्वेस्ट किए हैं, दान दक्षिणा नहीं. बट मैं क्यों लगाऊं तुम्हारे इसमें पैसे? Innovative idea and good, you are right. But to what extent? कल को तुम कहोगे जी अभी तो मेरा कोई कैश अर्निंग नहीं है, कैश फ्लो नहीं है, how I am not able to give you more money. So TBI, he is right. TBI में seed capital है. So Government of India, Department of Science and Technology has enabled this environment and is hugely supporting young startups like you by providing the seed support. Each startup might get around 25 to 50 lakhs depending upon the business idea, depending upon the due diligence report. And it could be a loan, soft loan with 4-5% interest rate, or it could be a grants also. So those things the technology business incubator they do. So when we say about the role of DST in the innovation and incubation space, we also have a wonderful program called Entrepreneur in Residence. So I'm just touching upon all these details. I can share later on. You have passed out. You have opted for a deferred placement, and what you are doing, you are just working on your dream idea. Steve Jobs worked on his dream idea with his 2 other partners, and the result now we see on every pocket, every hand, every desktop, every home. So your dream idea you are pursuing, but there is a pressure on you for placement. And being a part of and a pass out or alumnus of DTU, you have got a huge opportunity of a placement in multinational companies, etc. So you want the fight the urge of getting placed. So we have an entrepreneur in residence. For 24 months, we would support you with a fellowship or a scholarship, or call whatever you may, of around 30,000, 35,000 rupees per month. So that you can work in the TBI and give a shape to your dream idea. Do that conversion there. Government of India will pay for your efforts. Then in the technology business incubator, I am telling all this here because Rahul, you take cognizance of this, and you may also ask your TBI fellows to apply for that. We have a program called Prayas. What is the meaning of the word Prayas? Try, efforts. So we create a Fab Lab kind of environment in the technology business incubator, where you having a young startup having a dream, convert your dream using the infrastructure which we are offering you to a working product or a prototype. And this technology business incubator will also network you with the ecosystem. You said angel, someone mentioned about angel. The Indian Angel Network, Ms. Padmaja Ruparel, is a part of our ecosystem. Then similarly in Mumbai, we have Mumbai Angels and so on and so forth. And then there are HNIs, high net worth individuals who also invest. But that is all made possible because of the technology business incubator. Now, one thing which you can always do is apply for Center of Excellence. In Center of Excellence, we provide some additional grant in the focused areas of research, focused areas of innovation that you have to identify for yourself, and that will help your startups, young startups, to accelerate their journey towards a successful startup. I think this is in brief. I have told about the engagement of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India with youngsters like you, and I would definitely hope you will make the best use of it. Time short, Poonam is waiting for sharing her experiences.
You even have mine.
No. She works in a very niche area of nanotechnology. मेरा तो सारा बड़ा बड़ा है, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. She will sell you small nanotubes which will deliver the medicine in a targeted way, and she makes all those things possible. One thing I can do is, immediately standing here, any questions, any doubts, please feel free to ask. Engage in a conversation. I am open. Floor is open to you. PI should be a professor or someone from the university. Industry. So, PI, if he is from the industry, see, we actually don't give the grants to the individual. We give the grants to the institution. So, if you are associated with the DTU, we'll give the grant to DTU and DTU will pass it on to you. But if you are in industry, the grant cannot go to an industry because industry is a commercial entity. So what you have to do? You have to engage your co-PI. Your partner. You have to become co-PI and the PI will have to be from DTU so that the grants can be given to DTU. So this is a technical part. We cannot give a grant to the commercial entity.
No,
We cannot.
It has to be a partnership and you just have to engage.
Have an MOU with supposing you are from industry and he is from DTU, have an MOU and then let him submit and then you work together. Yes.
Are you planning more project with Professor Rao Kataria?
Pardon?
Are you planning more project with Professor Rao Kataria in the future?
That Rahul has to,
I am open to thousands of proposals with hundreds of Rahuls. Why just hit this Rahul? On the board I saw there are two more Rahuls. Rahul Gupta and Rahul, I know they are not faculty. This on a lighter note. So So what I am saying is that all your faculty can apply. This is what we just discussed with our registrar here. So all the faculty can apply, not just one, they can apply more than one, and we would very well, and it would be a matter of privilege for the department also to engage with the DTU. So number is not a constraint. Grants is not a constraint. Some of the proposals are open throughout the year. Some are, like time specific, open for a month or so. So that you have to check on our website.
Sir, what do you think the weightage to the candidate profile or PI profile is given as far as grants proposal or approval to the college concerned?
Okay, I think you will like to answer that. It's a very tricky area, depending on the subject matter. Many a times, if the subject matter of research is in a priority area, we might be a little lax with the PI's credentials, publications, etc. It's all subjective. It is dependent on the committee. So I really cannot say. But yes, the number of publications, the impact factor, the citations, etc. do play a huge role, as also the institution in deciding the project.
Whether you are in line with the area which we have asked for, the proposal, if you fall in that line, secondly, the solution or the problem you have identified. If it is the problem we are looking for, any solution your project will be aiming at, if it adds to the given knowledge we have, then certainly we will work on that. Profile is secondary. When we work, I work for another mission and it's a cutting area as you understand. So we first see the problem itself and going ahead with the solution which you provide with proposal itself. Second is the profile. It's not always like if you have a weaker profile as you are telling, so we will discourage that. It's always light on the problem and the solution you have submitted. Only going about the profile is not a thing we see in case. So better work on proposals now.
Actually, the question is basically coming out from my experience. I applied for, I think, 4 to 5 research projects, and on 2 or 3 research project proposals, same comments. Your project is theoretical, and that project I applied in Korea, got approved.
So maybe you just better line with the scheme you are like. It happens like you are applying the wrong scheme or something. If you align better with the scheme, you are applying to be.
Can I also give an example? Of course, it is a little bit different. I run 2 schemes, National Children's Science Congress and Initiative in Research and Innovation in STEM. Both are for children. In one, we do not encourage the children to make any prototype at all, any product prototype at all. It's just a poster presentation. And in the second, or rather like Inspire Manak, where the children are paid to make a prototype. So it also depends on what kind of a project it is. Maybe in your area in which you have applied, there were scores of proposals, and when your proposal got compared with the tens of hundreds of proposal, it did not score well. Or supposing if there were only 2 or 3, it would have got selected. So it is, like subjective. So there is no hard and fast ki we will select and we will not. Okay, so now Poonam, over to you. So, this is just the first step forward, and we have engaged in a conversation which just initiated today, and it will go on and on and on, because you will have lots of questions which we will try not only to answer but satisfy your queries and to help you in your career in towards the startup launch, in your being innovation driven, etc. So please feel free, not today, maybe later, through Rahul sir, get back to us. We are there to help you. Okay, thank you.
I would like to take this opportunity to extend our heartful vote of thanks to our esteemed speakers. Thank you for enlightening us on this topic, and we are hopeful that D2 will apply for more projects under DST, and we will be getting more and more projects and guidance under your esteem. Thank you all for taking it. Thank you.